Hi and welcome to this episode of the IIHF Skills for All. My name is Joel Henson. I'm the officiating development manager at the IIHF, and I will be moderating this Skills for All session here today. We are really happy to have both participants in our Zoom meeting, but also external participants via Vimeo that you are able to join in on this episode of Skills for All. So, this Skills for All is a little bit different, and you will find out that the format is maybe not as what it has been before. So what the IIHF is want to do, we want to present our programs and our programming within the IIHF and our various departments. And we know that just as you have very busy schedules, you have to be flexible, you have to work with a solution-orientated mind, so does the IIHF. We work just as you do with people from maybe different parts in a country, or for us in different parts in the world, different time zones and different availabilities. So when the IIHF works with programming and providing educational and development material, just as you do inside your federation, we know that sometimes the schedule is not working for everyone. That's why we want to show today the possibilities where you can create opportunities to have presenters or people being involved in online presentations or showing their material or sharing their experience, even though they don't have to be live or on site. We know that one of the biggest limitations when you interact with clubs, game officials, coaches, could be time. That you can get everything in time and that you can fit in everyone in time. So as an example, you will meet our presenters today that connects to the IIHF studio, but on different days and different times. So the IIHF is able to connect our top speakers on the programming topics, even though they're not able to join us here today live in the studio. If we would have accepted that, hey, these speakers cannot be, or we cannot get everyone on the same day, then we would have minimized the opportunities to deliver a really good presentation and program to our members. This is a similar situation where you can end up in maybe in your federation, where it could be hard to fit in good presenters from maybe a national or an international perspective to your education for integrity officers, for coaches, for game officials, or anyone involved in your programs in your federation. So I really hope that we can prove as a good example on with some creativity, flexibility and openness can you create a really good program for your participants, even though that the odds to deliver this is not on the best side all the time. So the Skills for All today, as I said, is a little bit different setup, but we're really excited to give you some amazing content and sharing from the IIHF office, our staff and partners working with IIHF programs, because that is today's topic. So the IIHF, we host a lot of World Championship, and maybe a lot of you know the IIHF as a governing body of World Hockey, but also as a major event company that works with hosting together with local organizations World Championship within the male and female category on all levels around the world. But the IIHF is also working with different programs to activate both federations, but also people working directly or indirectly in the federations in different topics. Today, we would like to give you a special insight on these programs, and hopefully you can utilize these programs in your local or national program in one way or another. So, we know that you participate, as we said, either via Zoom in this meeting or that you are participating via Vimeo. In this specific webinar, you are not able to participate in the Vimeo session as before. But as a Zoom participants, we ask you to follow the same guidelines as in previous Skills for All. Please mute your microphone, but keep your camera on so that we can see who is in the room. We would also like you to change the name, as you can see on the screen, to indicate your M&A or country you're from, your name, and if you have a title or a work description within your federation. Here I have an example, Sweden, that's my country, my name, Joel Hansen, and a title that I could work with. If you would have any questions, our speakers cannot answer them directly during their presentation, but be aware that after this session is done, there will be an open Q&A where we will collect your questions and give as many answers as possible. Because this setup is a little bit different, myself will be able to interact with you once the presentations are done, and then we will give you all the updates and information on your questions that you might have. If you are maybe in a bad location, you can't watch the entire webinar today, don't you worry about that. Today's webinar will be recorded, and please keep an eye open on the iihf.com and our development hub where this will be uploaded. So today's speakers, well, we have 4 really interesting speakers where myself will be starting up talking about the IIHF Partnership for Progress program. Harold Springfield, our Sport Development Manager for Asia and Oceania, will give you the latest updates on the activities and program that is in that specific area of the world. And even if you're not from that area, I'm sure you will find interesting activities that you can also bring back into your daily activities in your federation or organization. You will meet Naomi, our integrity officer at the IIHF, and she will give you the latest updates on the work around the integrity questions with the IIHF and together with the M&As. We also have Pyri Lukarila from the Finnish Ice Hockey Federation that is head of coach development and also working with the IIHF on the coaching symposium that will take place this year in Tampere during the World Championship. All these speakers will give you unique insights on the IIHF programs, and I have the honor to get started to present to you our first program. This is a program that is called Partnership for Progress. This is a way where IIHF can work together with you and all the federations to have key activities connected to events and try to add on value in your federations with specific activities and projects. So, the Partnership for Progress seminars that are planned for the season 22-23 is really connected to the host country that organize IIHF Championship. So we really urge now all the M&As that has a World Championship that they organize a development event in connection to this World Championship. And this is really together with the IIHF and others or nearby M&As in the region. We strongly believe that this is a great cooperation and usage of World Championship around the world to encourage and to work positively with the questions of development in different topics and areas. For the season 2022-2023, the goal is to have seminars in 10 different events where the IIHF, together with the M&As, really try to push the topic on development for different target groups. Our goal is really by 2026 to have all our events. At the moment, there are 33 different tournaments in a season, and that they all are covered with a Partnership for Progress program. So what are we looking forward for this season? And this is really where we urge you to keep an eye open if you see your federation here or a nearby federation where you could be maybe an active part of the Partnership for Progress. As you can see, these 11 activities is all combined over 3 different target groups. It will be 7 activities targeting coaching-related seminars. There will be 3 game official-related seminars and 1 connected to integrity. These will all be spread out throughout the events, and if you are interested or would like to know more, please reach out either to our development director, Kalle, or to the host organization for the tournaments that you see on your screen in front of you. We also have programs that is partly connected to the IIHF Partnership for Progress, but I would also like to give a little bit of an extra boost to that in this call, and it's the women's hockey development activities. even though we want to have the Partnership for Progress activities open for both male and female, and that the target group and the activities is suitable for both male and female activities, we also would like to push a little bit extra on female activities, targeting everything from girls hockey up to women's senior hockey. The events that we host throughout the season, some has already been, and some will come up here in the near future or for the upcoming season, in quite the similar dates as we have for this year. So what we will have is the World Girl Ice Hockey Weekend in October. In this year it was October 8th to 9th, and this is really a great opportunity to give the whole weekend in October with the focus on girls ice hockey. In February, we just finished off the Global Girls Game, and this is an ongoing project, really highlighting competition on a global scale between women's teams playing each other. We had also a women's summit that was here done in February 23rd to 26th, gathering the global stakeholders around women's hockey in Budapest to have workshops and activity connected to women's hockey topics. Every second year we host our Women's High Performance Camp, and we ask you to please keep your eyes open with your federation when this will happen the next time. Also, we really encourage our M&As to work with women's and female development activities throughout the 7 World Women's Championship and the 5 World Women's 18 Championship that is played throughout each season. If you want to know more about the IIHF women's activity, please go into the IIHF Women's Hockey website, where all this information is found in detail. And as well, the IIHF programs, as well as the reflections and materials from the various Partnership for Progress or other development activities can be found on the IIHF Development Hub. So this was a short recap about the IIHF programs around the Partnership for Progress program that is really something we are keen on to bring on for the future events, and we hope that your M&A will continue to be an active part of this program. I would now like to give the floor to Harold Springfield and let him give us an introduction to the work currently happening around the Asian Oceania development initiatives.